Having always seen this resort being spoken of and promoted so much, we're finally here. Welcome to the Hyatt Zilara Resort located in Rose Hall, Montego Bay. Entering the property, we were greeted by some delightful scenery. The beautiful sign on the outside was arrayed with lush verdure and colorful plants. That appealing sight was consistent while entering the property, not to mention the towering palm trees which were also present to give you that, yeah, I'm in the tropics, I'm in Jamaica vibe. You'll maybe spot some crawling or flying wildlife at the front of the property just as we did. Sadly, we didn't get to capture it, but be on the lookout for the Jamaican mongoose, spiders, the doctor bird, and bees of course. When you first arrive at Zilara's entrance, be prepared to have your luggage taken by the resort workers present to have it delivered to your room when it's ready. Also, expect complimentary drinks being offered as a warm welcome. The check-in area is quite welcoming. Here you'll find seating, a snack shop, tourists, and the resort staff. The check-in process was really smooth. We just had to verify our identities and complete a few formal procedures. The customer service presented by the receptionist who assisted us that day, sadly I can't recall her name, it was marvelous. Not only was she helpful, polite and informative, but she also had our room upgraded to one of those premium suites as per her advice for a setting of 3. And it was all on the house. We gladly took the offer of course. Now, let's have a look at that premium suite we told you about. We took the elevator up to our room. On our way through the hall to our room, looking around, a bit lost at first, we met the hotel porter who had our luggage delivered to our room. We were quite astonished on entering, being welcomed by the huge space scene which consisted of a dining area with countertop and sink together, with the living room section and stretching outwards to the balcony section of the suite, not to mention the other rooms of course. The welcome notice on the flat screen TV just added to the vibe, yo. The hanging chandeliers, the couches, the lightings, the table, and the guest restroom all fitted in perfectly in this space. Speaking of guest restroom, there are 3 bathrooms within this suite in total. The guest restroom, shower, and the toilet unit, which are adjacent to the bedroom area. Coming into the bedroom area, you'll be greeted with decent spacing, a bed with lighting on both sides, another flat screen TV, a seating area beside the TV, a single chandelier hanging in the room, and behind the TV we have our curtain and window. It was just enough for us, and we loved the look of it, to be honest. Let's enter the other bathroom areas I spoke about before. There will be entrances on both the left and the right side of the bed, locked away by sliding door partitions. On entering this area, you won't notice the shower or toilet unit first, but will be marveled at the spacing, aesthetics, and facilities of this area. You'll also appreciate the lighting, the bathroom mirrors, the properly laid out towels, bathroom amenities, the wall-mounted shelf. The space is available under the sink and a balance for measuring your weight. You cannot miss the hot tub in a suite like this. Ordained with bathroom amenities, all ready for you to fill it up and relax. Having a double closet area in this section is also a plus. We found some necessities in each of these areas, such as an umbrella, robes, hangers for your clothes, extra drawers, extra pillows, and a safe for keeping your items secured. Last but not least, our toilet and shower unit, both tucked away behind glass doors. We have our push-to-flush toilet and our overhead shower unit with an extra portable shower head along with washing amenities. The vibe is just premium, trust me. Alright, let's head back outside and see what the balcony view is like, shall we? Going back through the bedroom and into the living room area, we came face to face with a sliding glass door, partially covered by curtains. Sliding the curtains to the side, sliding that door open, and stepping out to get a view of the paradise that surrounds, and it didn't disappoint. We had a nice view of the resort, the surrounding plant life, the pools, some of the activities being held on this side of the resort, which can be both seen and heard, the surrounding infrastructure, and just the fact that we had an overhead view was quite something. The balcony's purpose wasn't only for standing and viewing. As you can see, we also had our chairs and what seemed to be a makeshift bed to sit down or lay on and just relax. We came out here on multiple occasions and most of it entailed soaking up the view and laying back to relax. One of our team members was also considering sleeping out here for the night, but might had to take out the sheeting for this purpose. After soaking up that nice view and doing that room tour, it was time to head back downstairs and tour the property. It was still early in the day when we took our first stroll around the property, so we were quick to first notice the activities being held at the pool, and not to mention the crowd and the excitement. The infrastructure is modern and sublime with a consistency of white buildings. From the outside, it may seem like renovated great houses, but that's probably my take on it. Beautifully paved lawns, plants and trees, a consistency of what it's like at the entrance of the resort throughout the entire property and continuing over to Hyatt Ziva. Yes, that's right. Adults have access to the Ziva property as well, more of which you'll see later on in the video. You definitely won't miss the surrounding pools, but the jacuzzi you might, which is tucked away in an area surrounded by plant life. Speaking of pools and jacuzzi, there are also swim-up rooms. These are located by the main buildings with an elongated pool stretching across the swim-up rooms, each with its own reclining pool bench. Our suite is immediately above one of these, by the way. I doubt you'll go hungry at this place, as at most corners there's a food hut. Even after immediately coming onto the property from the entrance area, not to mention there's also a restaurant right there. Continuing further south of the property, we ended up on the beach. That's sad, yo. It's as wide as it can get. There's also a next restaurant on the beach, so you'll find tourists either having something to eat, or they're on the reclining beach bench soaking up that sun, or cabanas, or they're further down on the beach enjoying themselves, doing various activities, or they're in that Jamaican water. The beach ambience is great and windy. Another thing we've come to notice during our stay was the ratio of foreigners and locals at the resort in terms of tourists. The foreigners beat the locals by more than a mile. Besides the obvious predominant white folks at the resort, we approached a few others and they were also foreigners from different regions. We also attracted quite a few stares amongst the staff who were mostly Jamaicans. I'll leave this to anyone's guess as to why. Making our way over to Hyatt Ziva, we passed another restaurant and snack stop. Again, the Hyatt properties aren't short of restaurants or food stops. We saw friends and families enjoying themselves in and by the pool as a midday game was being held in a pool and being led by a resort staff. In terms of infrastructure and style, it is the same as Hyatt Zilara, quite uniform. However, some of the pool areas are different in style. Later on that night, it was dinner at the Calypso restaurant. The theme, the mood, it was fine dining. Table for two, well prepared and attended to by our server. She was very professional, provided quality service, and consistently checked on us to make sure that we're okay. After choosing our dinner options from the menu, we decided to get some appetizers as we waited. Yes, the restaurant serves appetizers and dessert before and after dinner respectively. We tried bread and butter, conch soup, and a salad mix. Our dinner consisted of coconut brown stew, which is basically steamed rice and assorted vegetables, and the seared chili bourbon glazed salmon. And what you get with this is mashed potato, asparagus, and lemon blah blah. I really enjoyed mine, but take that with a pinch of salt because I'm a foodie. Throughout our dining experience, we were engaged by the restaurant manager, Mr. Basso. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. He basically inquired if all was well, if the food was good, and how the service was. He also gave us a bit more general info concerning the resort's other restaurants, such as opening times and breakfast spots, as well as making known to us some new beer and liquor that was entering the Jamaican market space, which we got to sample. We even got to interview the proprietors of these liquor products.
We brought in some beer initially just to get a feedback of people's taste buds, and then we start to do that. So what we do now, all that we have now to do here locally, we're doing about 14 years that we have.
After dinner, later that night was pretty chillaxed. We got to witness a headphone party that was taking place near our room. Other events were possibly also happening in other areas, but we did not get to experience any. The bonfire area was a pretty nice place to chill and relax throughout the night though. We finished the night with some movie time and exhausting the 24-hour room service that was available. More food, please. The following morning, we did a small tour over by the Ziva property again, as we had breakfast over by the Choice Z restaurant. We took some pics at some of the structures and signs around, met a few folks, got to see a few more facilities on property such as the sports bar and souvenir shop. The Choice Z restaurant was quite elegant and had a wide range of options to choose from for breakfast. It was buffet style for breakfast. We had rice, baked bean, bacon, hash browns, cabbages, potatoes, cheese omelette, and waffles. We didn't spend too much time here as I was eagerly looking forward to trying the pools on the beach. After getting into my favorite water trunks and top, that pristine blue water was my joy. A bit salty, but okay. It was so pretty. The beach area stretching across both properties is a gem for water lovers. It's also very clean. You can tell how much I loved it because of how much I'm enjoying my own company. I didn't get a chance to do any fancy water sport or water activities, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless, and the folks around seem to have enjoyed it too.
I'm from New York. I love Jamaica. It's a vibe.
After this was a jacuzzi, and it's just like any other jacuzzi experience, to be honest. Warm bubbly water, stay for a bit, warm up, relax, and then get out. Don't spend too long. Finally, there was the pool. This pool was over by Hyatt Ziva, as you can tell from the kids around, I spent some time here getting in a few dips before calling it a day. I really enjoyed the setting of this pool, maybe because it's more family oriented. In summary, the Hyatt properties are well maintained and modernly classy. I almost thought the resorts were part eco-friendly as well, due to certain functionalities being present in our suite and all the lush verdure around the property as well. The customer service is impeccable, as well as staff engagement. Even the other tourists were quite friendly. I mean, yeah, they're on vacation, so I should expect a happy mood, right? I didn't go hungry at this resort at all, just to reiterate again, and I enjoyed the food. Well, as a foodie, the water life, I loved it. It looks good, it feels good. I mean, this is Jamaica, so of course. I'm really trying my best to find a detractor here or something bad to say, but I guess I just have to give them their props. I loved it here, Hyatt, and I will definitely come back again. As always, thank you guys for watching and see you on our next tour. This time it will be at a resort in Runaway Bay, I think. So until then, take care.